December 2021, one of the Gambia's most crucial elections is here. At Kerr Fatou, we got you covered. Our team of credible and knowledgeable analysts will bring you exclusive analysis of the event step by step and ballot by ballot coverage. They'll be joined by reputable studio guests to help analyze and break down key ballot issues to meet your needs. As candidates battle for the soul of the Gambia, our team of panelists will get you the information you need to make informed choices. Join our coverage Race for the State House every Thursday at 6 p.m. You decide, we got you covered. Your voice, your ballot with Kerr Fatou.
ci nag li nga xam ne mu ngi jëm si wàllu xaccoo boobu noonu bu ko defee rek bokk yi dañooy joxe mic bi rek suñ yeneen i nawle yi nga xam ne ñu ngi toog a ñun fii comme ni ko Fatmata waxee rek ñu màcc lañ ci mbiri tasam xibaar ak wàlli wote yi léegi yëpp kon ñu yaa laayalante biir rek bataaxel yi nga xam ne nii mooy dox nag fii ci bés bi Yacine.
Emite kati ume ankone mi Abdoulaye Cham di jambo Fatoumata Cham di angale Jamila min Sise di kumaninga namonu regu mi buchongo ndob hanibe nye ume ankone mi Joseph H. Joof tang enya one isen waita wola di arunga eti Independent Electoral Commission Ali Mamad Njai kuseno sen kuban munu manja mante waita wola panku mangwo mantele ku mangwo tang enya ku chikak pop ko boka jolle ne ume an mami amangu be jum di karesa keti fuko Independent Electoral Commission mango nakan amansa dede punu sena microphone Ibrahima Ba o mana jolle ne ume kami H Joof
aspirant filing his papers to the IEC. We now want to see what is the outcome of your nomination, sir.
Yeah. By the grace of God, I've submitted all my papers. Now I'm waiting for them to tell me what the situation is. We'll have to wait for the IEC. But we've done everything which has been done, and they've received all my papers, and they will let us know whether everything's been accepted or otherwise. They are in charge. We've done our bit. Thank you very much too for coming all over, and we are looking forward to working for the Gambia and helping the Gambian people if we are given the nomination and we go to the elections and defeating all the other candidates by the grace of God.
How optimistic are you that your nomination will be accepted by the IEC?
I am very hopeful and very optimistic because I've done what has to be done. Whatever is outstanding, we will do it, and they've given me the opportunity to do that. So I'm very optimistic. I'm very optimistic.
You could have practically with about 50 people here. So you chose not to, or was the problem?
It's no problem. Africa, we don't need dancing about all over the place, making so much noise. It costs money that can go to the Gambian people. Things are very hard. So they can keep that money and use it for their families. And when the time comes, there is victory, then we will all celebrate together. There is no need to bring all these people. So we decided not to do that. I brought one or two people, and by the grace of God, I'm happy that's the main thing. The procedure is what is important, and not the noise.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Vadino Volemo independent candidate Joseph H. Joof.
Nomination papers to the IEC. He is Suleiman, she is Joseph H. Joof. He has just submitted his credentials to the IEC team, and it is premature for now to say whether he is going to be accepted or not. But he is saying that he is waiting for the IEC to do its job and come up with an outcome to tell him what has been the outcome of his nomination is. So for now, we don't know his fate, but we're hoping that as soon as the procedure is concluded, he'll be told what his fate is, whether he's accepted as a candidate or not. But that's, until then, we don't know what is going to happen. So for now, we are going to hand over to our commentary team while we wait for the next aspirant to come and file his papers. Over to the commentary team.
wala mo na do ko nyoti Ibrahima Ba coming aliya moy abe independent candidate Joseph Joof abole nyinin ka kanje kabren tuma minna ala kaytol be parandi a eftandi AIC la chairman ma Aliou Momor Ndiaye andum ngaje mbe jamfari la bar ngaje kaytol be bonni nyoto kabre kaytol bonni nyoto alaji Momor Ndiaye natana ka blodiala ka fay ko ila kaytol ngebe jele andum sain te mela mba alonna foybe mabela nyin carte fawdale foyta mabela kabring independent candidate Joseph Joof fana yala kaytol di AIC la chairman na aminata kan na kibar safelal na kachata ay nyine fa ka kontanda ba kele andum pruka dabula nyin carte fawto akala kaytol bedi AIC la chairman le sain atuta wala italela do ko kele ako sa atuta wala sain pruka tandi bankola fo ase mabe no nyin carte faw nyin tole atandi ko pour fani mol natala ba aka manjara ani mo jamaena mun kumata don wala ita candidate fawena ye satrol timandi anda o kele sain kamo jamana tino ma ko man kumaya atandi ko nyin carte fa ka ba ganyelale akabe nyin carte fa winnale ay mollahi do wala ako fanan Gambia sulata politician wala muli alam ko ise falindro keno banko ise banko mol mako kela balwo sonandi aninka banko mako ka banko yirwandi aninka banko doku ako Gambian kol sulata o politika sifalela nyaton ka sifalela anda ilahi dodi ko nata ganyeta abaw doku la baw satol timandla Gambia banko diun beele wala mo independent candidate Joseph Joof atemela nyato demanding mbe independent candidate flanjang sodala mon keda mari sok jobatati bar jan woto mon salning na doku nyolfo.
Right, so we have just witnessed presidential aspirant Joseph Joof presented his nomination papers to the chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, and our Ibrahima Jallow has been there. You've witnessed the entire process. How did it go? Has he been nominated?
Very well, Palmata. Like you said, we just witnessed the first aspirant filing his papers. He is Suleiman Joof. He just presented his paper to the IEC team. But when we spoke to him, he told us it is premature to tell us whether he is accepted or not, because the IEC has to undergo further procedures to ascertain whether his credentials he meet the criteria or not. So that is going to be known when the IEC come up with its outcome of the result of his candidature. So until then, we wait to see what is going to happen. But we also spoke to him about him coming here without a crowd. And he said it is not something that we should be boasting of. It should be a thing of the past. Crowd doesn't matter. What matters is the procedures. And then he has done that. All his papers are intact according to the requirement, but only to for us to know whether it is accepted finally or not. That is yet to be concluded. The other thing is that he said he is hopeful that his candidature will be put into consideration, because he has met all that he is supposed to submit to the IAC. So this is why we stand at the moment. So we are waiting the next aspirant to submit his papers according to the itinerary that we have with us. So until then, we hope to see the rest of the 3 or 4 that are supposed to come today to also fulfill their time of schedule to be here and do just what this man has done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibrahima Emite Kati. Wankonde regularly woinomi ume and mami oinomi Joseph Joof. Wanami ka yisenola na mami na kujolle norum di kuchika akadem kuchengomi. Yenom yisenoli metiko na yisen kaita kola ume akami Aliou Momar Ndiaye ete jungute Independent Electoral Commission. Wanku chengomi woinomi bukana kola bukoke pamona ribolo di an. Nane yo budget fuko yo nyane kane wa hanma min wuja wujo wabajum fuko woyno mi jow yisen wakami fujuma fiya no yisen kaitakia mante kaitakia kurinding wonya wari non ton woyno mi bukana ke Gambia kote manje amba anyane marungi amba kuchila koli kumengumi amba kujuku metiko kusenoja ejungute pangone jetu mukana oto nang Ibrahima mana regoli meno tate nam Fatmata ala ko mi cengoleng yoyno mi na babaj ka fiu medico sunjade mi tay bija fle nga fiti December kuna ko bacci rat no nota mbele beti karte akila Joseph S. Joof pa kan anan mam pana badge e dum teye pana kan a gagner oto yokonde yisolale won mami woyna mikimi bunu sena Ibrahima Ba o di Khadija bobu manko ngole kurek kanolal kan mami ko ko ni kayiti no fulo di servule
Yasin Jiba ko kaldon ko ɗum woni ko kewta ɗo Joseph H. Joof ɗum woni independent presidential aspirant kamne o nattino ɗo he baye he o yiidi he wano independent electoral commission chairman ɗum woni Aliou Momar Ndiaye caggal ɗum o laari o funtini kayitaji ɗum ɗon fof laarama on tuma noon okkiroɓe kibaruji kaldino he kañum Joseph H. Joof yo ko woni kam ne jiiɗe muɗum he sengo ɗum woni tan oɗo nomination kono o holliri wondema kulle o ardani he yimɓe ɗum ɗon wona ɗum woni sarɗi o en ko fulɓe mbiyata ko tan jibinani he ɗum ɗon kañum koto kappe bantara kono ñebbeto kam koto dow to goni ɗum noon nden miɗo andi wano sengo ɗum woni tan kañum Joseph Joof jojo o funti o yeehi kono noon kayitaji muɗum o okkiɗi wano IEC chairman kulle nomination o en ha joni miɗen ɓuuri ɗamino hi woodi woɗɓe ɓe ganduɗa ɓe garat ɗo yeeso seeɗa he sengo independent candidate ɗum noon foof kewta ɗo ko galle IEC ɗum woni independent electoral commission batil haading highway kala ko kewi ɗo si Allah jaaɓi min jottinanat on ɗum ha paamon ko ganduɗa ko ɗum ɗon femti he ko waɗata ko en nden noon mi okka Khadija Bokum kamne o wawa en tan yottinan he sengo sarahule ɓe meɗen
Noir Ibrahima maro mo ko kuttungara ko mo gombe lenki presidential candidate hana kebe garege kengani Joseph H. Joof akengari kayit nun kini kunse kebe gani Aliou Momar Ndiaye kenga sigiti ko ci sedi en xibare nga na kayit nu ko fayi ma lenki kota nga katunu sembenki nay nan sigiti December 4th presidential election jamane ke nokondi akenga duguta ado xibare sankano ndigamu brambe gara trindi ge landanya inda ken nominate lenki ana mandi golle kitana dabari jamane keda akenna ko nanti jama kebe gara wadda di battenga kempeti finga bari lenki kota nga andanya ikenga nominate brambe gara kayit nu ko beno suliti ku kayit nu iken jikke ngay nanti e weekend nominate ni mawle wa candidate ko nominate lenki kota ndi nan sigiti December 4th presidential election anako nanti ke kota ken kota hore nyeni akake kota ke sanche sinu benu gadangi ona wari nanti ke kota ndanya anyana no ko kyani bay lenki wa taxunu selle kyani brambe kugi kayit nu litini na koy khiriseke kenga katunu semben kinniya nan sigiti lenki kota nga kenga ni presidential election kebega qawarene bari inshallah anda kusunda duguta indi kayit nu litini o khibaru ku dikini katta kay ku benu ga nominate lenki kota ndi kendi na semben kinniya na jamane ke khirisa ko mundo
jarama Khadija Bokum musidɗo Fatmata Thiam walla Ablaye Thiam bisimilla moɗon ha joni e sengo yewtere he
jaarama Ibrahima bokk yi ba tey rek ñu ngi yéen ci election house bi rek comme niñ ko waxee rek gis nañ fi Joseph Henry Joof moom pare na ñëw na ci saasi rek ñu seq nag li nga xam ne nii moom lañ waroon a seq digganteem ak kilifa yi nga xam ne nii ñoo jiite buntu liggéeykaay IEC joxe na ay kayitam seet nañ ko jël nañ ko génn na wax naag way taskati xibaar yi tamit ci biti wax na li nga xam ne nii mooy éenaam ak li nga xam ne nii moom mooy gis-gisam ci wote bi dëgëral na yi tamit éenaam ne daal moom mooy gañe siis bi tey tamit wax na li nga xam ne nii mooy kàddu yi jëm ci réew mi ban façon nit lañ aajo pour ku leen ku koy jiite kon bu boobaa nag Joseph Henry Joof jeexal na ci nomination bi keneen ki ñëw mooy Marie Sok Jobaate waaye kooku ci kanam tuuti la rek noonu la ñooy toflante gannaaw loolu nga am Alaaji Mamadi Kurang independent waaw
leena moo ma si kontaan mooy Marie Sok moo nekk bépp jigéen moom kenn kese moo génn si jigéen yi pour taxaw li wone na tamit ne jigéen yi am nañ pas-pas te pare ne am nañ éene te pare ñeme nañ léegi pour génn pour jiita réew mi léegi tamit jot na pour góor yi tam génn ñu tàccul ñu ñun tam jigéen ñi.
jërëjëf soxna Yacine Djiba loolu dégg nañ ko comme niñ dee wax rek góor baax na jigéen baax na ndam demul ndam dikul lépp a nga ca kër ya loolu seetlu bu am solo la Yacine ndax boobu ba léegi ñun bàyyiwuñ ko xel sax waaye ndeke yooyu ñuy xaccoo yëpp benn jigéen lañ ci am muy candidate boo xam ne nii bugg naa xaccoo si président bi yaakaar naa ci Afrique yi bëriwul sax ay président yi jigéen waaye ñu ngi ñëw par benn tey Gambia moom amaguñ ko am nañ fi vice président boo xam ne ni jigéen la waaye amaguñ président bu jigéen comme ni ko Yacine waxee rek góor baax na jigéen baax na soxna Fatmata Thiam moom itamit mu ngi ànd ak ñun fii rek si biir programme bi Fatmata.
Right, Yacine wax na lu am solo. So at this point dañoo hope rek ne Marisol su présenté nomination papers ami before the IEC chairman dinañ ko jox a clean bill of health and then dina contest elections and then Yacine said something very important. It is time that as women also men would start clapping for us. We don't only want to be at a point where we keep cooking the banana chins and wearing the t-shirts. We want to be clapped for in the political scene as well. So there you have it. I think Ibrahima Jallow has done a good job by telling us what Joseph H. Joof has done so far. He has presented his nomination papers, but something quite interesting caught my attention. I used to think that when you present your nomination papers, it is only there and then you are told whether you are eligible or not. It actually takes a process. So that is quite interesting. And in a moment, I understand, we'll be having the Director of Communications and the Independent Electoral Commission, Mr. Parmakan Khan, will be able to take up some of the issues with him. But I would want to just take a quick rundown as to the requirements that a person needs to fulfill before you could run for president or before you could pass the nomination test. For instance, if Khadija wants to be president next time, these are the criteria that she has to fulfill before she can be issued with a clean bill of health. First of all, the candidate needs to be a citizen of the Gambia. I think that's quite interesting. And the candidate has to attain a minimum age of 30, and the candidate has to complete senior secondary school. The candidate has to ordinarily been resident in the Gambia for 5 years, that is immediately preceding the election. A candidate shall be nominated by not less than 5,000 voters whose names appeared in the voter registration exercise, with at least 200 voters being drawn from each administrative region of the Gambia. The candidate must have a sworn declaration of assets. I think that's important. You should be able to come out and tell the public or the IEC the amount of wealth that you have. You should also have a tax clearance certificate, meaning you should not have any arrears when it comes to tax payment and so on. You should pay a deposit of 10,000 Gambian dollars as amended in the new electoral laws. And representative symbol, color, and photographs of a candidate. So I think that is something that we've seen recently in the political scene. Each political aspirant, presidential aspirant, should have a party color, a symbol, and so on, with which the public will be able to identify you. A person who is qualified to be registered as a voter under the Constitution and the Elections Act may contest as an independent candidate in any election. And any political party or candidate shall abide by the Code on Election Campaign Ethics, which the Commission may from time to time prepare. A submission of a manifesto encouraging the spirit of tolerance and multiculturalism. So these are the criteria that if you want to run for president, if you want to pass the nomination test that is happening over there, you're supposed to fulfill. I think that's quite important, so we just tell our local language listeners as well, so they understand what to expect from their candidates for them to fulfill.
jërëjëf soxna Fatmata Thiam bokk yi am na lu am solo loo xam ne nii foog si ñu leeral ko moo nekk rek nit ki lan lañ sàkku ci moom pour nag mu mën a motal sarta yi nga xam ne nii mooy xaccoo si président bi bu njëkk bi moo nekk ne boromam foog si mu nekk juddub réew mi doomi réew mi am kayiti réew mi nekk doomi réew mi tey tamit fii ci biir réew mi tey tamit foog si rek mu nekk nit koo xam ne nii am na fanweeri at jëm kaw war ñoo am président boo xam ne nii atam yi motut fanweeri at foog si rek nga am fanweeri at jëm kaw beneen bi rek moo nekk rek ne foog si rek nga jeexal senior secondary school nag moo nekk maqaama benn ba fukk ak ñaar fa la senior secondary school foog si rek nga àgg foofu noonu mooy grade 12 bu koy be rek candidat bi tamit foog si rek mu nekk koo xam ne nii toog na ci biir réew mi fii lu dem si diirab juróomi at ca gannaaw wote bi nga xam ne nii moom lañ joxoon gannaaw rek comme que ñun par juróomi at la ñooy wote gannaaw wote boobu noona ba wote bi foog si rek mu nekk fii ci biir réew mi lu toll si juróomi at gannaaw lu rek foog si rek mu nekk nit koo xam ne nii ñi koy nominate di nit ñi nga xam ne nii war nañ ko ne ñun danañ farak yow ca wote ba bu boobaa foog si rek mu nekk loo xam ne nii du manqué juróomi junne nit te tamit ci biir juróomi junne boobu noonu foog si rek mu nekk koo xam ne nii gox bu nekk rek wala ci tund wu nekk war naa fa am ñaar téeméeri nit ñoo xam ne nii dal dinañu nangu bu ko rek declaration of assets yi boobu tamit mooy alal ji nga am foog si nga yéebaane ko balaa ngaa toog si siis bi nit ñi war nañoo xam loo am bu fekkee ne am nga ay oto yu bari am nga ay kër yu du jeex wala sax ay nag nga am wala ganaar wala fas wala sereet sax wala welo da nga war a déclarer ne man lii am naa ko fii ci ay alal balaa maa toog si siisi président bi bu ko defee tamit foog si rek nga am loo xam ne nii symbole la luñ lay xàmmee muy couleur bi ak nataali nit ki nga xam ne nii moo bëgg a toog si siis bi bu ko defee rek ki nga xam ne nii moom màccal nañ ko itamit pour mu bindu ci ron loi bi ak li nga xam ne nii mooy mu xaccoo bu fekkee itamit dafa bëgg a taxawal boppam du taxaw si benn pare loolu mooy independent candidate ci benn bépp wote candidate bi tamit war naa nekk ni koo xam ne nii foog si mu ànd ci loi ak sarta yi nga xam ne moom la ñu tëddal ak yareef yi nga xam ne ni dëppoo na ak mbiri campagne ngir waajal ko di loo xam ne nii dëppoo naa taxawaayi commission bi te tamit nag foog si rek mu am manifesto moo nekk nag li nga xam ne nii mooy kaddu yi nga xam ne nii ab bàkk la mooy nekk ci moom léeg si biir bu toogee ci réew mi lii ak lii loolu nag bokk na ci luy xirtal nit ñi pour ñu ne kookaay waaja kon foog si ñu woteel ko foog si rek nga def nag sarta yooyu nga xam ne nii moom lañ fi doon wax léegi soxna Yacine Jiba ñu jottali mbokki joolaa yi ci loolu
kati muy kambi ka jotaleɗoyela di kambi ka yentenura ka namanuragu meno hani ɓe ñe ul ko kay seneru wanu mami woyno mi ma jaat anno ani an mami numa mambe juum di mo famiti Gambia nu ngon nu kan anan mami pu cindede simit soni fu tok simita usti soni fu toke sanote cine dede ribento no purami elebe kateti president yetu ya wujumi binya be uye nyane nu kan anan mami nu cincin dede de cine kila pop nyane nu kan an mami nu babaj simit soni kabanan di unyen nu kankan anan mami nu babaj simit soni kabanan di unyen mankan anan mami pop nu rinding fu jum fan mami mu ngon nu kan anan mampu ngon nu nampo di kanyakora ko be kan a president puto jat pop nu ngol nu kan anan mami fu baj katum be kamukeni ya karingi kule ba ke karta ko ni siwili soni fu tok si wule fu toke si kila di mo fami ku kumandanga yano sani dede di mo fami ke Gambia nu nyane nu baj bo ceme si gaba kan mami kule ba ke karta katum be kamukeni ya yope ngole mi yisen mankan aw be ngon nuringen di kapana keti fu baja fiya pop ngole ngon nu yisen wakam fu baja fiya wanu baje mankan aw di fucina fiya ude donu bami yo pe ngonne kan wo han mami uribori bo si sarta san mami sofo ka jumen yak mu ngonu kan anan mam po ngonu nampo kanya kora okay tendi di waf nu ngane nu yisen pop me aw di kapana keti chameti nama ubajut kanyen ubajut kanew kan wo hon mami aw nyama yen chame yo nano sani nu nyane nu kan pop anan mami nu rindin di kalikite na keti mo fameti Gambia wan kone mi grade 12 skari mo sititora san kone basic secondary education nu nyane nu kan anan mami nu babaja waitu kila nu ring karanga yan kone mi grade 12 mankan aw be kan an atim be kanya korak di bukana ume tu rembento an nyane nu kan anyil eti Gambia wa yisenu me aw anyil eti Gambia nu kan anan mami pu nampo di kanya korauke auto pusena burungab lamin sise mo opangon na regular bukana kan mami ko kondi ka yente no di kandi ka jikero la di kumaninga uma emmi eno IEC si sarta sanku nemi pour ana mungo nu kan ana kan nampor pour elebe ti quartier yeti finci mungo nu kan president de mufti Gambia Mr Sise
nimbara bake Yacine Jiba na alke jibero ni lamoro ke GRTS le be na troke kan le bi candidate la nomination la bi mbetal la yanne fo talam fula waran talam fula nyaato la bare ya mamme mo folo mun nata Joseph Joof ala nomination dundile commande non tel ngamirano ne la nomination safi dundi wolung lom ibalon na foybe dabula la carte fa nyintel bar nga kalamda ko IC bita silale ka kaytol be bondi nyoto o kola isnana atandi marila ko sai sontale pour ye dabula carte fa nyinto baro nyawnya sartol le fanam biye ngamun soro jang e mari folo janne be da bulala nyin carte fawoto e nyanda kala gambe di unati e nyanda tara sirin gambe jang mum man ji e sanjilule dumala anum mo kemelulu mulalam koy voters card soto wala nyante sanka yala fana wo kemelulol kono mo kema fula biye e tunnu kilim biye mo kema fula nyanta bolol fanantole mun be sanka yala e nyante la assertion fanan be tandilale wala mi la malanku mun fion mul yalam koy be bulu nyanta be lonnale ku kanatu no kunding adim fanan foye namol fanan be jole namo mu yalam ko ka jo man sakunda o namol fanan be nyanta jolale o fanan be kaytol tandilale mum ba tandila ko namol ye jo man sakunda ele e mare nyanta stara sangi tan saba katawo e sandola bare ma nyana jila sangi tan saba dumala ande mare nyanta grade 12 nyanta at least ye ji e dan grade 12 katawo e sandola bara ma nyana jila kabu grade 12 katawo e dumala nyin temben nga kalamata wolle mu sartoldi pour ka lo carte fawala andum sayin fanan IC kawo sartoli kawo le jibe Ibrahima
a jarama Alaji Lamin Cissé ha joni kediɗon tan ko GRTS ɗum woni Gambia Radio and Television Services comme no Alaji Lamin haaliri ni kame Abdoulaye Cham en Yasin en Fatoumata Cham ɓe cifotono wona ko ganduɗa ko ɗum ɗon femti e sengo sarɗiyeji ɗum woni sarɗaji lelnaɗi dako ta neɗɗo on wawa ɗaɓɓu leydi premiére noon he sarɗaji ɗi en neɗɗo on hi foti won ɓiɗɗo Gambia ɓiɗɗo leydi ndi en ta ko ɗo jibinaɗa gona neɗɗo mo ganduɗa ka ɓiɗɗo leydi ndi en ɗum ɗon kañum hi foti timmu ɗo he a wonde wano ɗaɓɓowo leydi caggal ɗum noon aɗa foti won neɗɗone mo ganduɗa a hoɗi he nder leydi he wan duuɓi 5 jawtuɗi ɗum woni bila wote jawtuɗo ha he wote hikka o en taɗa aɗa foti won koɗaɗo leydi ɗo en caggal ɗum aɗa foti won neɗɗo mo ganduɗa ne a suɓama ɗum woni sengo nomination a suɓama wano yimɓe ujunnaje 5 ɓen ɗon kam cettima ɓe kolliri wondema ɓe he maɗa jaadi te noon caggal ɗum ne ɓe gonat yimɓe ɓe ganduɗa ɓe tawtora he wano tan ɗum woni liste o en wano sengo ganduɗa ko gon ɗon femti ɗum woni he kaytol mangol kollirangol yimɓe Gambia ɓe ganduɗa ko kamen mbotata caggal ɗum noon aɗa foti won neɗɗo ne mo ganduɗa a humpitat leydi ndi fof kumpita wano IEC anne ko heɗum woni wano sengo ngalu maɗa he sengo jawdi ɗum woni declaration of assets saabu sa laari han ɗum ɗon ko hunde nde ganduɗa nde tengti te noon caggal ɗum aɗa foti won neɗɗo mo ganduɗa ne aɗa laaɓi pes ɗum woni he sengo wano lempo leydi Gambia a yoɓi foof kayitaji maɗa degli caggal ɗum ne aɗa foti won neɗɗo mo ganduɗa aɗa heeɓi duuɓi 30 no wayi foof kay a heɓat 30 femti dow te noon he sengo jangde ne aɗa foti won mo ganduɗa ko ɗum boni foof kay a yettima cuuɗi 10 ɗum woni grade 12 nden noon ko ɗum ɗo wonno sarɗiyeji ɗi ganduɗa ko ɗin ɗon min cifanto on he sengo ko hembo foti won ɗaɓɓowo leydi walla ko kayitaji heeɗi ɓe lamdoto caggal ɗum noon min cikkanno si a addi kayitaji maɗa he sengo IEC a yiide IEC chairman tan a andat wono an a suɓama walla a suɓaka walla a ƴeeya ɓe jaaɓi walla ɓe jaaɓani kono ndeki ko ma ɓe ceeɗa ɓe cetto ɓe ganda ko heno alhaali o yaari nden noon mi acca Kadija Bokum kamne o haalana wano musidɓe meɗen sarahuleɓe ɓe ha yeeso seeɗa
noir Ibrahima noir Lamin Cissé aɗo Yasin Djiba maro mo ko kuttungara komogo mbey arisa o wayi election house ke ani nokkuɓe lenki kega katuna tunu mola kigani sattanu benuga katunu candidate nugu demana na jamane ke khirisaxum mundu kun nogondi kenyani candidate nan kawanyeni jamane ke salre menyani ado khadi akaman nan kawanyeni tanjike sine ani sado akenga katunu sikki na jamane ke khirisaxum mundu ken khano gondi ken kaman nan kawa dugutana qarangenga kengani grade 12 an kawa dugutana kenga sado iga katunu aken timmandini na jamane ke khirisaxum mundu ado khadi candidate ke aken nan kawanyeni jamane ke no nga sino karagi sado akenga katunu nominate ne kendina nya mawla na jamane ke khirisa ko mundu ado khadi ken khano gondi ujunu karagi voters akaman nan kawa kenya kita akaman nan kawa andanya ari kamu filli voters na ken kitati tundu be sugati jamane ke nogonga ado khadi akaman nan kawa twindini soronga kendi nabure pakke bega magai kenganta kawa nyana gundondi asunatu nabure bega magai sado akenga katunu jamane ke khirisa ko mundu ken khano gondi akaman nan kawa ujunu tamme atugana brambe kenga sigite sariyan kolle ngara sembe be kini IEC ke ken kaman nan kawa ujunu tamme atugana sado akenga katunu siki khadi ken khano gondi akaman nan katu akaman khano gondi kendi tisari an kollengara fibenu ko andariti kaytunu benu ga sikki igatini kenga kawa sikiti andariti tax clearance akaman nan ko kaytunu sikita na twindi nanti ananyi akenna kusutuga ken kan kawani na gondi ado khadi gelandanya akamangala sikina jamana ke krisa mundu akella way kappe politique parti be suga ningada brambe kenga treti election gara luwanu beno segendi nan treti ku kamma kenga ni election campaign ethics kendi nan treti ku kamma nogondi maro mu ko ni sattunu benu gan kawa ku candidate nu de mana kendi na jamana ke krisa mundu kenenda nya lenki ogaege election house ke na fayi krisa ke be gani na sigiti IEC ke kengani Aliou Momar Njai na fayi lenki gara ku benu nominate na jamana ke krisa mundu
a jarama Khadija Bokum musidɗo Fatoumata Thiam ha joni gonɗen ko IEC.
Right, so I think it's all clear enough in all our local languages, just to remind our viewers and of course our listeners as well, because we are broadcasting live from the Independent Electoral Commission, both on radio and also on television. And it is the 30th of October 2021, and we are witnessing the nomination of candidates for both independent and political party aspirants as well for the December 4th presidential elections. And as we mentioned earlier, the nominations are an important step towards knowing who would be eligible or who will have a clean bill of health towards the December 4th presidential election. So we'll take a short break now and head back into our studios. When we
December 2021, one of the Gambia's most crucial elections is here. At Kerr Fatou, we got you covered. Our team of credible and knowledgeable analysts will bring you exclusive analysis of the event step by step and ballot by ballot coverage. They'll be joined by reputable studio guests to help analyze and break down key ballot issues to meet your needs. As candidates battle for the soul of the Gambia, our team of panelists will get you the information you need to make informed choices. Join our coverage Race for the State House every Thursday at 6 p.m. You decide, we got you covered. Your voice, your ballot with Kerr Fatou.